Good. Right. Okay. Hi. So I sent out a little agenda for today, and it was to sort of talk about master reports first, and then other things that will come to a little later. Just wanted to just talk. I can hear a squeaking. No. Right. Yes, I just wanted to make certain everybody knew what master reports were, and well, perhaps just to make certain that everybody does, I'll just show you where they are. Right. Okay. So if you're in the report writer, you've obviously got your own reports, which you may have written or have sort of were there at the start. But there are also a number of reports which are shared by everybody. These are ones which are, well, Neil's written quite a few of them, and David Childers, when he was around, wrote a few. And they are here where if you sort of click on the change to master reports here on the top left, and here there's a list of what's in there at the moment. And it's, I made a sort of list which I think I've circulated to everybody, which was just looking at the ones that are there, and by clicking on there you can run any of these yourself, just clicking them in the normal way. So there are, I don't know, what, 20 or so sort of in there. And I just wonder, what do people make use of these? Are they any good to anybody?
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Sorry, everybody's gone quiet.
Yeah, suddenly start hissing.
From Peterborough's point of view, yes, I've used a few of them, Chris.
Yeah,
right.
I've used some of them.
Well, I think the thing is there that if they are useful, that's great. If not, then what are there other ones that you need or could use, or you've got yourself set up yourself, what you think might be useful to other people? Then really, I think if you can, well, let me know or let Neil know, and we'll put them into master reports. And if there's new ones you need, then give us a shout, and we'll between us try and sort of work something out and get some reports either to you directly or into master reports. I did get a couple of requests for specific leaders reports that could be used to have for bulk email purposes, and I had a go with the SQL, and I got myself in a tangle on it, so I changed it, and I found it was easier just to write a little routine to produce it rather than use the report. So and I put a new script into the system, which is in 14.6, which is called, I'll go back to it.
Before you leave master reports, Chris, did you want to show people how they, if they don't know about them, how they make the master report into their own system, rather than running it from master reports using the two mirrors or whatever the devil they are? Am I making sense?
I don't think they can. I think they can't. They just run them from master reports. I think they do.
Well, if I remember rightly, I haven't used them for a while. Is it not a case of the icon on the far right-hand side, the mirrors? Does that not transfer it into your system?
Do you get that?
Yes.
Yeah.
But you don't get remove, I guess.
Not sure.
I've got remove on mine. to do what you've done, what I've done is I've opened the report up, and then I do back. I get back to the original. Then I come out of it, go into my own reports, and press plus for a new one, and all the data is put in there as if I just typed it all in.
Yep. You don't have to go back. You just press change to master to your reports.
Yeah, you just Chris, I've just gone into ours. You do get remove and the 2 panes of glass, whatever the devil they are. If you hover over the 2 panes of glass, you get copy report to your local reports, and it goes into your local reports on your system. So if I did it, it would go to Peterborough, and it comes in with the same name. And then, well, if you want to change the name, you can, I suppose, but it does mean a bit of mucking about.
But I'm surprised. I thought only Neil had the option to remove reports from here. I didn't have that.
We've only got the option to create, Chris. I don't know about remove. Does it work to remove? I mean,
no, I've got create as well, and I've got remove.
I've only got remove, but no mirrors or anything.
Sorry, Tim, I didn't hear what you said.
I've got remove and knowing, and that's it. So I haven't got the little sort of 2 little squares or anything.
You haven't, right?
No.
I haven't. Is that about calendar 14.6 though?
I was surprised anybody had it other than Neil. But
I've got remove as a word, but I can't click on it. There's nothing to click, so it's there, but I can't use it.
Ah, that's more like it.
right.
And remove goes to a looks like a caramel colour. So that's all.
If I click on remove, I get a little box asking me to confirm that I want to remove.
Please don't confirm.
But what I'm saying is it's active.
Yes, absolutely. I'll have to have a look at that. Yeah, because I don't know. Never used to do that.
No, it was just me and Dave Chilvers, I think. Well, and yourself, of course. Who can.
Sorry, you have to speak up, Neil. You're very, very quiet.
It was only me and David Chilvers, as far as I know, that had access, other than yourself, of course.
Yes, that's right. That's as I understood it. So maybe I found something wrong somewhere. I'll have to check it up. And so.
One thing it does do, Chris, that I've been meaning to mention for a while, it's when you run one, it automatically goes back to your reports.
Yes, it does.
Is that deliberate?
It was. Well, I knew about it. Let's say that. I didn't.
Right.
I didn't think it made any difference really.
Well, it just depends if you're working in it. You see, you suddenly find that you're back in your own.
If you're returning to report list, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I should do them in mine and then copy them really, but.
Yeah, but if you do back, it goes back. It stays with the report until you finish with it.
Oh yes, I know that. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Right. Yeah. Okay. So yes. So it's really. Are there other reports? There's a lot of data sitting in the system there, and whether there are other reports there that it would be useful, other ways of sort of accessing the data. If you need anything, then give us a shout, and I'm sure we can provide something. Now, as I was going to go on to saying that. Yes, I produced this other one because I'm going to have to go back to sharing again. I produced this other one because it was just easier to do it. Hang on, let's just continue there. Right. Okay. So at the moment, it's in the administrator members reports, and these are reports which. As I say, I had a couple of requests for leaders' reports, and there are things like with, I think Scoresway asked for one with outstanding payments on their subscription groups. So they wanted to know leaders who had outstanding, and with others. So what I did was just to create this, and I've got their probably about eight options there of different reports that you can produce. And what it's doing is looking for the leaders. You get the leaders there, and it automatically creates you a bulk email file, and it's the name bits at the bottom there. And so it gives you the option to send out emails to all these people. So that's the group leaders, the deputy leaders, administrators, the administrator that they appoint, and also the group coordinator as well. So they'll be all in that list that are inside this in bulk email. So if you've got other ones, other items there that you want which group leader related that are not in that list, let me know, because it's quite easy to add new ones to that as well. So it's another way of getting out these things. It would have been possible, I think, but it was slightly beyond my skills to produce it without in SQL. So it was easier to do it with a PHP script.
Chris, you flashed this screen very, very quickly. How did you get there?
I just clicked on the radio button here. So if I want to know the leader...
No. How did you get this page up?
Oh, okay. Oh, you probably can't see it. It's called Members Reports.
Yeah, can see it.
Oh, you can see it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
My sound any better now?
I'm sorry?
Is my sound any better now?
I can hear you okay, yes. Yeah.
Oh, I just changed the microphone.
Yeah, no, much better. Yeah, so remember...
Depends on what you mean by better, Liam.
Well, you can hear me. You may not want to, but can you?
Yeah, so it's just clicking Members Reports that gets it there.
Chris, simple question. How do I upgrade to version 14.6? Because I'm on 14.4 and I can't work it out.
Right, okay. Well, the first thing, nobody's on 14.6 yet.
Oh, okay. All right.
But lots of people are on 14.5, so that's probably where you should be. So I'll pop you on to 14.5.
Thank you very much.
You're muted, Tim.
Sorry. Chris, please.
Who was that? Sorry. Tim? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Anybody else who wants to go? Because it's 14.5's been in, I don't know, sort of a good few months now. So there was one or two minor things, but I think they're okay.
Oh, we're down in Devon. It's a bit slow down here.
Your internet's slow, is it?
No, we're all slow.
I see. We're all slow. Yeah. Yes, that's right.
We're happy.
Yeah.
We're happy to go to 14.5, Chris.
Sorry. Oh, who's that? Sorry.
Laurie.
Oh, Laurie. Oh, hi. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Okay. I'll do that. Pop them all across. Right. Okay. So, well, just a couple of things about reports generally. You probably all know this anyway, but once you run a report only looks at the data. You can't mess anything up with the data. It looks and it gives you information. You can't update with it. You can't change anything with it, so it won't cause any problems. You have got to be careful when you use multiple tables that you link them together properly. Otherwise, I think a few years ago we had problems where we had some reports which came out with multi-million lines and caused the server to crash.
Who are you suggesting would do a thing like that, Chris?
Well, I don't know. Quite a few people have, but you can't do it anymore because there's a half-second limit on every report. So it will not work if you ask it to do too much. But it can do an awful lot in half a second. I think it's half a second, or it might be 5. Yes, I think it's half a second, but it might be 5 seconds. But anyway, it can do an awful lot in 5 seconds or half a second anyway. So it has to be quite a big report to get beyond that. So, but it just to be aware that it is there. So, right, okay. So that really was the was master reports there. I think it just let us know if there's anything that needs to be done. I think it was Alan, wasn't it? Wrexham Alan, who originally was sort of asking questions about master reports, wasn't it? You're there, aren't you, Alan?
Don't think he is. No, he isn't. Oh, yes, he is. Sorry, yes, he is.
Yeah, he's there somewhere, but maybe has he gone off somewhere?
Well, no, he's muted.
Well, it says he's there, but anyway,
Yeah.
I can't see a picture of him anyway, so no, right, okay, fine, we'll move on then. Okay, right, so the second thing I wanted to just talk about was Contact Us, the old problem of Contact Us. The problem with it, obviously, as you probably all know, is that it can you can get rubbish coming through from these spam bots that go through and send you rubbish. I don't know why they bother, but I don't know what they get out of it, but obviously they get something out of it. So, so up to now, we've had sort of a few things to try and sort of eliminate them and certainly reduce them, with having the human number test there. We've also had the country check, which hopefully I think did quite a lot of help with it. And then we've started banning IP addresses, which has caused a problem. Which has caused a problem that some members are getting. They're getting banned as well, because we use ranges, because the bots use range of and other people fit in within that. So that hasn't been terribly successful, and we've had a few issues there of I think Peterborough in particular. We had a few, and then we cleared them all, and then they started coming again. So in the last couple of weeks, 3 weeks or so, I've put in some more parameters into it to try and reduce the amount of unwanted spam emails. 3 things I put in. One is that the bots aren't very good at identifying hidden fields and non-hidden fields. So they can see all the hidden fields, but they don't know whether they are hidden or not, or maybe they're not sophisticated enough to find out. So what I've done is I've put a hidden field in Contact Us, which, because they tend to try and fill every field when they do it. So any item that comes through with that hidden field filled in gets rejected. Doesn't get any further, because it's clearly a bot, because none of you would do it because you can't see it. So that's one thing that's been done. I've put a 5-second limit on all Contact Us. So in other words, if you spend less than 5 seconds making your Contact Us entry, it will reject it, because no real person spends 5 seconds, less than 5 seconds putting one together. So now there's a sort of reverse time limit. You have to spend at least 5 seconds on a Contact Us for it to work. The third thing is that I've put a limit of one. So if it gets past all those 5 checks, a limit of 1 Contact Us per day from any one IP address. So if more than one comes, they get rejected. They don't go any further than the start there. And I put there's a new table in the system, which is called Contact Log, which you can view with your report writer, which will tell you. Well, I'll show you. It's I think I'm still on it. It's still on share, anyway. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Right. Hang on. No, come on. There it is at the top. So I put a report called.
It's called contact log, Chris.
It's called contact us log, isn't it? Yes.
That's
yes.
it. Yeah.
Right. And it's as simple as that. But basically, it shows you any emails that get past those first 5 stages. So this one here is just an example of things that I did, and it shows there that there's it's not great data, but basically there the IP address, the emails that were received against that IP address, which should only be one ever, and then if there's more than one, it will show that there with the number of failed ones against that IP address on that day. So you have multiple days there, and so I've been using that for about 3 weeks, and I haven't, as you can see, that's my IP address, but I haven't had any others that have actually got that far. And I think Peter Brown, I put it in for Peter around 3 weeks ago, something like that.
About that.
Last time I looked, you hadn't had any either, have you?
I'm just looking at the moment. Where are we? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 entries. And I think the first couple are you when you were playing with it.
Yes.
But then all the others, every other entry, we've got 1 in the emails column, and we've got 0 in the emails failed column.
Yeah. So that looks as though you haven't had any in 3 weeks. So
do we all have that master report?
Well, the first thing is the actual change to do it is in 14.6 again.
Right.
But I can't put it because it stands on its own. So if anybody wants it straight away, I can put it in.
Yes, please.
For them.
Yeah, hand us, Chris, because we've got quite a lot lately.
Yeah.
Today I learned of 4 members receive scan emails. They're all asking for somebody to buy something to help them out. The from address is one of the addresses of our, but the reply address is the same address except that the domain name.
You're slightly breaking up, John. I didn't hear the reply address is what?
The reply address is the same name, but the @ and then it's Outlook instead of AOL or whatever it was that the member had. So that's obviously the scammer's address, so they can pick up the reply.
Well, that's not from our website, is it?
No, this report is only for contact us emails. So when people use the contact us facility on the website, it only pulls up on that report.
Somebody's had their email address, that's all. I mean, that could come from a variety of places.
Well, I've got 4 names of 4 people today that have received different emails in the same sort of vogue.
Yeah, but to their personal email address.
Yes, it is. Yeah.
And so I mean, that's an entirely different thing. I mean, that could be from somebody putting everybody's email address in the to field, and somebody's intercepted it. It could be anything, basically.
So, what's the from address on it, John?
That means
I'd have to look it up. Literally, I'll somebody to send me the details. But the from address was the same address that we have in our members' entry in the system. So it's their home email address, right? But in the reply to the email is a different address.
Right. Okay.
Surely that's normal.
Can you just forward me one? You know.
I will do. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Neil's right. I think someone's got hold of our email.
Yeah,
Right. Using it. I get loads like this, and I just whack them off to report at phishing.uk.gov.uk, and just block them forevermore.
That's all I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, I think I think the thing is that it's if this is going to help the situation, we can do away with these blocked IP addresses that lots of you got set up, which are causing issues today. So well, once we get that there, I'll if everybody's happy, I'll clear out the IP addresses that are being banned, if you like, because they will be banned. The spammers will be banned in a different way, and therefore, hopefully, we shouldn't have any more problems with 403s and 501s, which is what.
Alan's back now, Chris, if you need him.
Yes.
He's muted and speaking, but he's here.
Yeah, I was there before. You could never see me. I listened to every word.
I didn't reply.
Right. So the answer, so the question was, Alan, whether or not you had any, you were talking about master reports, whether you're sort of happy or whether you need reports or whatever.
I see. Yes, I think that what I mentioned was members not in the group and things like that. Remember that? Members who aren't in the group.
Sorry, I can't make that out. You're a bit close to your microphone, I think.
All right. Okay. Sometimes it's nice to know if any members have joined. They don't join any groups, and then they don't renew.
I've got one of those. I can let you have that. Members in one group.
Yeah, so it's members not in groups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
One in master reports, is there, Neil?
Yeah, I'll put it in master reports, yeah.
Yeah, we've used that quite a bit. We ended up, I know we're a big U3A, we had 300 members not registered with the group.
Really?
300? Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Well, they don't have to, but it's, why not? Their money, they join something.
Yes. Yeah, I suppose they come along to your monthly meetings and things, perhaps, do they?
Oh, well, you know, that as a group as well. So you can tell them they're coming to the meetings.
Right. Okay. Good. All right. So that's already in master reports at the moment, isn't it?
No, I don't know. I'll put it in if it isn't.
I thought there was one was yeah, members in no groups. Yes, it's already in master reports, Alan. You should be able to get that one out straight away and use.
Okay, that's great.
Good. Okay. Right. Okay. So so that's contact us. Anybody who wants it, I'll put it in for you straight away. If not, then it'll come in 14. Yeah. 14.6. Oh, yeah, 14.6. Got it. Yeah. Right. Okay. Next thing was the list of changes that are in 14.6. I think there's a list which again I attached, but some of them I think probably that's worthwhile just going through. First one, probably top of the list there, the group register has been changed. I think we talked about it last time we had a meeting, really, that it wasn't terribly good in terms of all the stuff there extra. So now it's we talked about whether it needed to have a spreadsheet or not, and we decided yes, it did. But it's now a very simple spreadsheet with just the date headings and the people attending. Richard, who's not here today, he's had a go at it and had experienced one or two issues, and that Excel, for some reason, the thing outputs a space, and Excel changes a space into some weird character. So it had weird characters in it. Well, I tried it on 2 or 3 other spreadsheets, and it worked fine, but Excel, it didn't work fine. So I think the update's in 14.6, certain of the test systems now. But so anyway, there's a new register there that you can now use instead of the older one. and I think I've updated the format. So I just tidied up the format of the PDF version as well. So those two things are in 14.6. So it should be in your test system. Second one down there, you can now send a single SMS text from your member view if you want to send if the person doesn't respond to their emails or doesn't have an email you and if you've got one of the SMS accounts, you can just send them a text from member view. The next one was we were having some difficulty with mainly archived groups, in that they were disappearing because they didn't have a valid group leader, because they're old groups, and therefore the group leader could well have been removed as part of the sort of 7-year issue. So now, if they don't have if any group, either in work group anywhere, doesn't have a group leader, it doesn't fail. It now comes up with a message in the group leader box saying no group leader, because it doesn't know who it is anymore, because they're no longer in the system. When a member makes a payment, there's a feature in there to stop them making two simultaneous payments, or having one half open and not finishing it and trying again, and that sort of thing. So it locks the member, and there's a table in the system called locked members, which shouldn't actually have anybody in, because as soon as the transaction's finished, it removes it. But people manage to somehow, inadvertently, I'm sure, get round this, and it ends up setting the member locked, and therefore they can try again in 3 weeks' time, and it's still locked. They can't make a payment. So in 14.6 now, that locked members table will get cleared at midnight every night. So yes, they'll be locked the rest of the day if they shouldn't be any there, but there are, and so they will get cleared at midnight. What else is in there? There's a small thing about the capitalization of Mac people who are surnames that have got a capital name in the middle of the names. So it'll now capitalize those as well.
What, you mean if you put a space after Mac?
No, if you have something MacLeod or whatever it is, now if there's MAC as the first three, it'll capitalize the next letter.
Right, and then
with McClinder or MacLeod or whatever it is. No, actually, it's not MAC, it's MC.
MC
Gets you the capital. MAC doesn't get you the capital. Yeah, its first two characters is MC.
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand now the TAM is not called the TAM anymore. It's now called U3A Matters, I think. I've changed now system where it mentions TAM, it says U3A Matters. Just try to keep it up to date. Although I have this one inside membership type, because it's not much data. So I've left it to TAM. I'm sure there's only the administrators look at it, so I'm sure that will be okay. I've now sorted out the issue of duplicate subscriptions. It's possible to have duplicate subscription payment if you keep on refreshing the screen, and you can end up with having multiple ones. But you can't anymore. Well, you can at the moment. You can't from 14.6 onwards. So you can have the same subscription charge being paid twice by just refreshing the screen.
Certain time period, Chris, I take it.
Sorry?
That within a certain time period or any time?
No, it's if you leave the page open and refresh it.
Even if it's the next day.
If you yes.
Oh,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. If you've logged out, it may not work. Actually, it may not. If it's logged out, if it logs out itself, of course, it goes back to the home screen anyway, so you can't do it. So it has to be
25 minutes or whatever, 20 minutes. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Well, and as I say, won't do it now.
Good. A few of those.
I've added the membership number to the top left of the the top of the side menu, so not only is their name, their membership number's there as well, just in case they've forgotten what it was.
Oh, they've forgotten how to get in it. That's the problem.
Is that only in the admin section, Chris?
Yes.
Right.
No, it's only in the admin section. Yes. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Would it be worth adding that in the members site where they've got their name at the bottom of personal? You put their name up. Would it be worth sticking their number in there as well? If there's room.
Oh well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no reason why it shouldn't be there. I can add that as well if you wish.
Would it drop onto a second line if they've got some ridiculously double-barreled hyphenated name with Peter Farquhar and Sebastian Smith?
The twin top.
Yes, it probably would. Yes, yeah.
Right.
I'll put it in the member site as well. Yeah. Well, it's the same problem actually on the admin site that it has to go onto multiple lines anyway if that happens.
Okay. Apologies if there's anyone on here called Farquhar and Smith.
Right.
I don't have my member's name on the home logged in page on the members site.
Say again, Neil.
I don't seem to have my name on the home page in the members site in the logged in site.
On the members page?
I'm logged in.
It's in the bottom of personal. It's the bottom entry.
Oh, bottom of personal, beg your pardon. Yes, sorry.
Yeah. Right, okay. The next thing then was you and Laurie have been discussing about, and I think Causeway as well, talking about the default date in subscriptions.
Yeah.
And I think you've agreed on.
Yeah, 2 weeks after it was made. I take it you still can't. It's got to be filled in. You can't go backwards, so it's always automatically 2 weeks in front.
Yeah, that's the default date that goes in there. Yes.
And they can't alter it backwards.
Yes, you can.
Can you? I prefer that they couldn't.
You can change it to any date. I think you can change it to any date you like.
Yeah, I think we'd want it to be able to change it.
I want to change it, but not to go back towards the. I mean, we've had them predated them.
Oh, well, that would be interesting. You don't want it predated, do
no,
you? But
that causes trouble.
But I think a sharp knife or an axe is probably the solution.
I feel that quite often, Laurie, but you can't get away with it now.
I'll check it whether I'll make sure it doesn't get predated then.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
As long as it go back to as far back as today's date.
Yeah.
I think you've got to allow that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Right. So those are the changes that are in 14.6. So there's a few other minor things which have. So I think Eugene's been testing it and Richard's been testing it. if you're happy to give it a check over in the test system before you, I'm happy to put it across when you're ready. If you want these new features in there. Right, there was a couple of issues with current things, which are, there's not much sitting in the ticket system that's outstanding at the moment. Hopefully I've cleared most of the stuff up now, but there are, let's say, 2 or 3 issues which I put on the bottom of the sheet. One was we've been talking about a TFA, a two-factor authentication, and whether or not it was necessary in the system. I can't remember who raised it. Was it Ray? Was it you, Ray, who raised it?
Yes, Chris, I did raise the issue. It was just occurring. What occurred to me was that maybe someone could get in one day, who weren't supposed to be there, and cause a lot of damage.
Yes, but yeah, clearly they could do that. But from a security point of view, there's not an awful lot of sensitive data, I would say, in the system. There's no financial records of anything, in terms of that they could use to take money and things. So really, I just wanted to sort of just see what people's views on and whether or not it was necessary.
As long as it's optional, I wouldn't mind, because I mean they're having enough trouble logging in as it is. So.
Well, and the thing is, if you have it for you could do it for people who have access to the information that you're talking about, Ray, like the membership secretary and the treasurer and the administrator.
Yeah. But that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we discussed that previously. Came to that conclusion.
Yeah.
But it's clearly a fair amount of work to do, and I just think whether or not it's what people's views are about it.
Well, I mean, you're exposing names and addresses, phone numbers, emails, all that stuff's easy to get back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have we had a problem, or is it a perceived possible problem? So it's not actually problems haven't occurred. It's just that you're trying to preempt things.
Well, no, we have a legal obligation to protect people's data.
But have we got any data that falls under that legal protection?
I forget the terminology, but I often get information people ask
it falls under the and email address.
The date of birth you don't keep.
Well, no, you don't do that. No. Well, if you want to, but then that's something you decide amongst yourselves, whether you add it and things. So it would mean that there'd have to be some sort of method of checking that when if say administrator goes on, if they go on maybe on their own device, then which is in your house, then that would probably be enough as a second authenticator. But if they went somewhere else, then if they logged on in the library or something, then probably it would have to come into play then. Not for the member, just the administrator.
Yeah, well, you normally get that, don't you? So it says don't use two-factor authentication on this device. You quite often get that on various websites.
What you mean on a shared device?
No, on your own web browser. So it says when you first log into somewhere, it says you need to do two-factor authentication. And once you've done that, you can actually say to it, to don't check on this device.
Oh yes, you have a little checkbox at the bottom, which you'll never check, which would just So
I mean, I'd be quite happy with two-factor authentication for people with permission to look at the database, for example.
Right.
I mean, I find the most convenient way is to use one of the authenticator apps, because you don't need to actually be. You've usually got a phone with you. I don't know how easy that is to implement. Or you get a 6-digit code that's time-based.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is. Are you're then meaning that everybody would have to have another.
Well, I have to have one anyway, because you can't get into some sites without one.
You can't get into where?
You can't get into some sites without an authenticator.
Oh, right. Okay.
I mean, they just lapse. I'm sure everybody's seen one, but you go to it, it looks like that. And you can see the time running out, then they all suddenly change.
Right.
No, yet.
Okay. And so what you then have to build in all sorts of links with it, do you?
No, you just put that number into the site.
Yeah, you put the number in, but I mean,
the site must have, yes.
Yeah.
I'm fairly sure you have to have some contract with a third-party organisation for that.
Oh dear. Oh. I think we could come up with something sort of which is very simple, without having to put numbers in and that sort of thing, without because it's. So I mean, is it, do people want it? I mean, you can. One or two of you have said, but do the rest of you think it's worthwhile?
No. Why would you try and get into your system from a public library or anywhere else? I think this is too much. I think surely people are in positions of responsibility, but they understand the responsibilities they've got. I don't think we need this. And I'm sure Vladimir Putin will be really interested in my email and phone number and everything else, but I don't, probably more so than Trump, but, I think it's not necessary.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's important that many people haven't properly secured a password. Not just Fed or password. Anybody will start access to the data like we have. A complex password, and that's enough.
What did you say to say that, Chris? To say that anyone that's got authority is have to have a more complex password, because we currently don't have any rules about passwords. You could put one in if you wanted.
Yeah,
there's force the password length or something. I mean, it must be 8 or 9 words, letters.
Yeah, well, that's fine for us, but I'm not so keen to enforce it for normal members, because a lot of them have great difficulty logging in.
Yeah, I agree. That would be too much for many of the members.
Would.
But for people with high level authority, I think that would be reasonable.
Yeah. I think that's reasonable. Yeah. If it's possible, to differentiate.
Yeah, just go back to the passwords thing. You can set all sorts of things.
I know you can, but that's global.
Well, not only global for your system.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think what Neil is suggesting is if you have admin, secretary, treasurer, etc., chairman, they need a complex password, but everybody else could have just the number 1, 2, 3, 4 if they really wanted.
Our admin is the most common password in the UK, apparently.
Yeah. Or password is quite a common password, apparently.
No, I mean, I guess at the end of the day, if we were attacked and data was stolen, what would our members say? That's the risk we take. And then the committee that has to take responsibility.
But how did the members know that they'd got it from us? Since I don't know, something specific. an identifiable to each EU, each U3A that could be involved, including in the messages. I don't, I think, that's not possible. I get where all these other emails I get come from. I have no idea, but I just don't know about it. It's at the end of the day,
What protection have we got against attacks? If someone was trying to, hit us with lots of tries, do we check all that? Someone could easily just write a piece of code that tried 1,000 numbers to get in.
But why would they go to the effort? I mean, there's not that much
reward.
They're not.
Why would they? I don't know, but because they can, I guess. I mean, there was a childcare nursery attack recently, wasn't there? Why would they do that?
Well, they were able to ransomware attack.
The hoo-ha with that was they were talking about the fact that there were, I believe, if I got it right, that there were child photographs which fall under a completely different category. I mean, if you want a photograph of some 80-year-old spinster, go for your life.
No, I mean, that was a ransomware attack because they wanted money to unlock it, else they'd release pictures, as Alan said.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see the. Yes, they could harvest, information about phone numbers and email addresses, but I don't see that as critical.
But most of that, Neil, is available from other sources. If they want email addresses, they will attack an email server.
Yeah, because some of them aren't encrypted.
Yeah, if they want telephone numbers, they'll attack 192.com. They won't attack Peterborough U3A.
Well, I suppose the answer to that, Alan, is that maybe 123 put better security on than we do, and therefore they won't go to them because they can't get into them, but they come to us because they're. But nevertheless, it's not something we've come across. But look, if you want, if you want to have it there for the administrator and the key personnel, then I'll try and put something together.
You think that's possible then? If it's got privileges, you're forced to have a decent password.
Yes.
Right.
I wouldn't do that. I don't think the password helps you at all. Really,
really. No.
I think if you do it, you have to do it with a sort of independent authentication.
Right.
Which could be, as you say, could be the fact it's just the machine you're on. If you're in here and you tick the little thing which says yes, if I come on this one, then I don't need to be authenticated each time, and then they would have to be elsewhere. And that would be entering, I don't know, a telephone number or something like that.
Take a text message and send an SMS.
Yeah, I mean, some of it's not machines. I do.
That's all I get from my bank. My bank just sends me a text with a 4-digit code. Put this code in, you're off and away.
Yeah.
But I don't think everybody around this thing is going to want to register for SMS, are they? And go through that. We can do it. We can do it without that, I think, anyway.
Well, they certainly do send the code via an email. Some sites do that.
You could do that. Or you could just say enter your telephone number.
It's actually safer to have an email because sometimes you haven't got SMS coverage.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
But
if you're trying to connect to the internet, you've clearly got data connection.
But if we've already got additional information that we can check on, you don't need to go through that either.
Oh, I see. You're going to have to
just say if you're somewhere else, enter your telephone number.
Right.
And if any spammer or whoever's got your email address and your telephone number, there's not much else for them to get, is there?
Good idea.
They've already been to 19. They've been to 192.com and got your phone number from there. So.
So I think one thing is if you do go for this, it'd be good to have it as an optional item for different U3As.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the most common internal emails we get is members who've forgotten their passwords,
right.
And that includes the treasurer as well.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. It definitely would be on a switch. You could switch it off or switch it on as you wanted. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, is there a risk that a malicious caller could actually get into your database and do severe damage to the server?
Yeah.
Well, that's something we need to protect.
Well, that's why there's backups.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I don't think no matter what the sophisticated things you've got, there's always, if somebody's got the intent, they'll try and get around it.
Sure.
Yeah. It's not really a problem. Well, it is a problem if they take your data, but they're not, even if they can't. It's going to be very difficult to take their data and take it away from you, because we have it stored elsewhere.
Okay.
And so we can always put it back. So.
Albeit it might be a day in arrears. That's about the only downside.
Yes. You'll probably lose today's transactions. Yes. Yeah. Right. Okay. All right. I'll have a go at that and see and come back and we'll talk next time.
I mean, and it might be, figure it out and size it and cost it. If the cost outweighs the benefit, then it's not viable. It's probably worth checking the cost and the effort needed to do it.
Yeah. Well, really, it's basically my time.
I think it's a valid point.
There's no other cost in it, I don't think.
Okay.
Right. Okay. So the other thing is that, or the second thing down that list is the members login by admin on the members site at the moment is not working, or it hasn't been developed. So it's something that is on the list that needs. You can get into their information on the admin site, but you can't get in on the members site at the moment. It's not a feature there yet.
Yeah, I just tried to get the new register on the members site, and that didn't work.
It didn't work at all?
No, it said feature not available. Let me just do it again.
Okay, well, we'll move on. And
move on. Yeah,
while you experiment. We're talking about PDFs coming from Apple and things. And I think this was you, Alan, originally. Well, it's been raised by everybody over time. But I think it was you most recently, was it not?
What, me or the other Alan?
You.
Me? I hate bloody Apple products. Why would I have raised anything about Apple?
Yes, you do.
You're getting complaints from your members that you only get from the front page.
Yeah, can I just got in there, please?
I know what you're talking about.
Since we only put our documents, our newsletters, etc.
Alan, you're a bit close to your thing again. You're distorting the microphone, I think. Go on.
Okay. Since we put our newsletters into the forms area, you can have a look. I think it's called that. You can have a look. We have no problem whatsoever, even on our iPad. Put it somewhere else, it's a problem.
I agree with that. When we had people looking at PDFs, which were going to be displayed within the same screen as the original website,
yes,
Apple users could only see the first page.
Yes, that was
PDF
what.
Into the forms area or document store or whatever, and then they viewed it in a separate window from the main website. They can see the whole lot. They can download it. They can print it.
Yes, that was what. You've reminded me now, Chris, what it was about. If we put our newsletter as a PDF into the U3AWeb newsletter page, Apple users could only see page 1 of the newsletter. They couldn't see subsequent pages.
Yeah, they get the option to download it, don't they?
Yes, I believe so.
Yes, well, that was the answer we came up with 10 years ago when this came up. I don't know why Apple haven't sorted it out, but it's been around for 10 years. That.
Right. So are you saying that you've now sorted that so that Apple users can see multiple pages in the newsletter or not?
No.
Right. Okay.
You don't think you ever will. It's to do with the fact that the in application
Yep.
yes, doesn't only has a single page output, so you can't
Right.
you have to do it separately on a separate page.
Yeah. Well, what we do now is we publish all of our newsletter. Just basically, it goes via Google Drive, and we just push out the link to Google Drive, and they can see the lot, whatever device they're on.
Yeah.
We put our newsletters into the document store as a folder, and within that folder there is each individual newsletter. And from the newsletter link, we put a link to that document store, and they can see it on their Apples. They can download it, all pages. It works like it does on an Android. But it comes up in a separate window.
Separate window, yes. You're not looking at it within the system, are you? You're looking at it as a separate page, if you like, which it doesn't have the it's not within the domain of the system. It's outside it, isn't it?
But the document is stored on the system. It's not stored in Google Drive or anywhere else.
No. Yeah, you can still you can still access it.
Right. So let me just get this straight. So what you're saying is, if you put the newsletter, multiple page PDF, in the document store, Apple users can view multiple pages via that route.
Yeah, that does work.
So we could stop using Google Drive as our repository.
Correct.
Yeah,
okay. Oh, right. Okay. Thank you very much.
You lose some of the more sophisticated controls that you would have on a PDF viewer, but basically it still works.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's a more basic viewer, but it works fine.
Yeah.
Okay, it's something we'll have a look at. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, what you can't do, Alan, you can't use the same, making things inside of the view. Like there's nothing from the newsletter. You don't use that. You just put something to get you to the fonts area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You didn't hear any of that.
Oh,
no, you sound like you're underwater, Alan.
It's distorting when you speak. You're going yellow on the dots on the thing.
Speak soft.
Right. Okay. So yes. So there are solutions to this, but at the moment we can't display more than one page. You can always download it, and it comes to much the same thing in the end. If you download it and then click on it, you still get to view it. So
why does it work through the store then? Does it actually download it then?
No, you do it from the store.
Yeah, but when you understand that, but how does it display it if it's not downloading it? So I didn't quite comprehend.
Hang on.
It opens it in a separate window.
It's not using the Apple device viewer. It's different.
So speak that.
Shall I say that again?
Yes, please.
It's not. The problem is when you try to view it on an Apple phone, as an embedded document, Apple can't render it properly, can't view it. It just shows the one page. But if you show it from the document store, it's not using the Apple phone as the viewer. It's using software from somewhere else to view it. So it shows it okay.
Is that from the site, Chris?
It's not. I think you're not using the system for it. You're using basically the browser to show it.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Got you.
And this whole discussion demonstrates more than amply why I hate Apple products.
Well, it's very nice to use, I must admit. I mean, I'm not keen, but they are very nice to use.
Neil, you're softening. Stop softening.
I've got a MacBook.
Toughen up, man.
Right. Okay. So that was it on the items there. I think the next thing is Alan, you've got the stage. You're going to do your presentation. Your recommendations, your suggestion, whatever you call it.
I'm talking to myself here, I'm still on mute. Right, it's not exactly a presentation because I've prepped nothing. However, right, this came about from our previous chairman who has just departed the scene, and it seems as though since the last day of chairmanship I'm never going to be seen again. Nobody seems to be able to get hold of him, but hey ho. Right, he also belongs to another U3A, e.g. Hunt, or i.e. Hunstanton U3A, which is up on the north coast of Norfolk. And I looked at Hunstanton's website, and they've got a facility. They are a Beacons/Siteworks U3A. However, something that they do, which I thought may be something we could adapt. Thank you, Chris. Let me share my desktop. Hang on, what's this? Share computer sound. I'm sharing the line. See preview while sharing. No, I don't want to do any of that. Go there, I think. Right. Are you now seeing Hunstanton U3A?
We are.
Right. Good. Because I don't understand this video conferencing system particularly. Right, this is Hunstanton, as I say. They are a Beacon/Siteworks site, but what they've got is, if I come down the page, chug, they've got this thing here called forthcoming events. Now, we have got things like the meetings page and is it called outings, trips, whatever? I can't remember. We've got that page, so we've got two separate pages for things that would be things that you want to advertise, similar to this. So you've got the Christmas at Bickling Hall, whatever that is. They advertise their short walks, which I'm not sure we would do, and their Christmas party. So what I was thinking was, where at the moment Chris has got the facility where you can share, hold on a minute, if I go to there and log out, are you now seeing Peterborough's site?
Yeah.
Right, if I go down the page, chug. Oh God, it's the logged in side, isn't it, you idiot? Log in. Chug. At the moment, Chris has made the insert facility for the message forum. Okay, so you can display the message forum. And what we do for our events, we use Google Calendar. But by using Google Calendar, it means that you are limiting who can put stuff in. Not all of our, the people that do our theatre groups and day trips and what have you, they're not that au fait with IT stuff. So what I was thinking was Chris could do a précis of, let's say, the next 6 events or the next 6 months or whatever, as an insert similar to the message forum, but extracting the data to go in there from the meetings page and the events page. Am I making sense?
Yeah. I take it you'd have to mark which ones you want to go in.
Right, okay. This would take a little bit of development work, Neil, but I did speak to Chris, and Chris said, doesn't sound too onerous. So yes, I'm thinking that when you put something in, where are we? If I go to admin site, oh God, I'm not logged in. Log in. Where are we? Information. Is it information? No, activities. Let's say we went to events, trips and travel. So we would click on there, and somewhere in here you would need a little checkbox saying put this entry in the calendar. So that would pick up that entry to put in the calendar on that insert template page.
Good idea.
So basically it's a case of Chris wants to know, would there be enough people that wanted to use it to take the amount of development time that he'd have to put into it, which isn't a great deal as I understand it. Chris, is that right?
No, it's okay. Yeah, that's quite easy to do.
Yeah, I mean, it seems a good idea to me, that does. And I take it would go out of there once the dates come.
Sorry, you've gone quiet now, Neil.
I say it would. I take it would remove from there when the dates pass.
Has passed. Yes.
Yes. Oh, yes. Yeah. It would Yeah, and it would have a maximum number. You know, probably even if you ticked it 7 times, it would only show 6. That was your limit. Probably 6 would be the limit, I guess, something like that.
You'd have a max display, and that could be either down to either the number of things that you've asked to display, or a particular date period. So only display things that are valid in the next, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, whatever.
Yeah, it's going to be pertinent.
Yes. So it's basically a case of put your hand up now if you think it's worthwhile. I was joking, Neil.
there's a little reaction.
As I say, there's a little reaction thing somewhere.
Yeah, agree.
Right, how the dickens do I stop sharing this screen? How do I stop sharing?
In view.
Chris, how do I stop sharing my screen?
Go back to the web viewer.
Go back to the web viewer, yeah. Hang on. Hold on. I don't know how to stop sharing.
Go back now. Where's your meeting viewer?
Down at the bottom here. Oh, hang on. View. Active speaker view. Have I stopped sharing though?
No, we're back again.
Hold on. Stop sharing. There we go.
There you go. Hey.
You look like a seal then in a zoo.
So is that something that people would be generally interested in using?
Yeah, seems a good idea.
Yeah, the facility, yeah, but I must say we're such a small compared to Peterborough, etc. Things like that, our group leader would be telling everybody, but yeah, probably.
Right. Okay. Fine. Right.
What I'll do then, Chris, is I'll do you sort of a basic spec of what I think needs changing from your point of view, and then give you your head, as it were, and let you run.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. That would be fine. Yeah. Good. Right. Okay. So, anything else people can talk about? Anything that we...
One of the things I find interesting is to look at other U3A websites. I can only do it as a guest, not logged in, and just see what they do on their landing page. But I think it would be quite useful to be able to view others' home pages. Is there any facility we could put together to show and share the sorts of things that we do, how we construct our pages, what we display, how we display it?
Are you talking about public pages or
members' pages?
So really, you're just saying are you just saying you'd like a sort of list of all the domain names, if you like, the URL, the home pages of the others?
No, I mean going further than that.
Well, if that allows me to view it, yeah. I mean, just looking at the site we've just seen, it's quite interesting to see how that was laid out.
Yeah, if you go to the Third Age Trust site, there is a page somewhere on there, and I'd have to find it again and let you guys know about it, but there is a page on there that brings up a Google map, and the Third Age Trust have done a Google map with every U3A. I say every U3A, the vast majority of them, as the little, I don't know, upside down teardrop, and you can click on that teardrop, and the majority of them have got the website address of that U3A.
Yeah, I've got that, but all that shows me is the not logged in page, the landing page, when you put that URL in. Yeah. What I was interested in is what's the home page of the members when they haven't logged in.
Well, that'd be down to each U3A to give you access.
Nobody's going to do that, I don't think.
No, I think very few would be prepared to do that.
Okay.
Can I just add to that? I'm a member of about 5 other U3As. That's the reason I joined. Not someone free or a guest member. Some of them use SiteWorks, And some of them use simple membership, which is another Bible, if you like.
Right.
So if I was to give my password to Chris for those sites, that would be a start. Is that a good idea?
So I would like a list of all the ones that are using the U3AWeb system.
Yep.
As a start, really, just to see. Right, yeah, you're right. The landing page will your sites look like? Because I don't know the uses of U3AWeb.
Yes, you can have a list of all the
I think
all the
that's,
domains and things. Yeah.
So, you know, because I like looking at other people's and them stealing ideas.
But that only obviously gets you the landing page and the
Oh,
few.
yeah, that's fine, but no, yeah. Because in a sense, I think the landing page is more important. If you're going to be attracting new members, then I think that's one of the key pages.
Well, what might be an idea in the next one is to maybe pick a couple of people who are prepared to sort of just give us a 5-minute run through what their website now looks like on the call here, so they could show us the logged in pages as well. Do a little presentation of that.
Yeah, cool. We were lucky enough. We had our, in quotes, Christmas party last week, and we were lucky enough. We had the Third Age Trust communications manager come along, and she was so impressed with some of the stuff we've got on our website. She went, "Oh, I didn't know you did that. Oh." And then I turned around and said, "But we don't use SiteWorks."
So it sounds like a volunteer then next time, Alan, to show us around your site.
Oh God. Jan will be back by then. She'll be back from New Zealand. She can do it.
You can volunteer. Yeah.
Come on.
Right. Okay. Put that on the list then. Yeah. Right. Anything else anybody else wants to talk about?
Chris, you sent me an email a while ago. I had done nothing at all to the manual because I just got back from 2 months away and I had no time.
Sorry, I'm just not getting that here. It's distorted. Can you just...
You know the manual?
In the manual, yeah.
You sent me a query regarding fading images.
Fading images, yes.
Yeah, I've done nothing at all to it. I had thought of having some time while I was away, but unfortunately it was a bit too hectic. So it's on my list of things to do.
Okay, yeah, fine. So basically what we're saying is that at the moment the manual for the new website doesn't contain items about the fading images and how to use them.
Well, in a sense, there is stuff in the table I did about creating a page. There is references to upload and including S3 and everything else, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's additional drop downs and things to use the fade.
Yeah.
Which probably isn't in there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Chris, Brendan here from Causeway. I have a request, please. One of our group leaders had a problem. He was panicking over the state of his group finances.
Sorry, Brendan, you're very quiet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now, Chris?
Still quite faint.
Okay. I'll contact you separately, so I will.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, fine. Okay. Right. Okay. Anybody else?
The message I get, Chris, going back to the register, is this page isn't working. Format.cnnu3.org.uk is currently available to handle this request. Unable to handle this request, rather.
Oh. Right.
Which I take it is trying to go to the wrong site then.
Is this on the test system?
Yes, but it's obviously trying to go to the live system.
Okay. I'll have a look at it. It's it's group register, yes?
Yeah.
The PDF one?
Yeah, the PDF one.
Okay.
But it looks like it's with the way it says format at cnnu3.org.uk is actually the live site.
Right. Okay. Well, that's what the test system's there for, really, just to find these errors before we go live. Okay. Right. Fine. Anything else, everybody?
No.
No. Good. Okay. Oh well. I'll sort of get the things done that we've talked about, and we'll talk again soon.
Okay. Thanks then.
Okay.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, Chris. Bye.